It happened through the daytime. We always think, we take for granted that these things always happen in the dead of night.
No, they happened in office hours, didn't they?
Absolutely. And a very interesting point was made, a very interesting comment. And the interesting comment was this, and that is, if we believe in ghosts, if we saw something like that at night, yes, it would be so obvious, we'd go, oh, wow, we have seen something definite. But what if it happened through the daytime? Milling around through people who are alive, how would you recognize people like that? So, this is getting really spooky, isn't it?
Was that Victorian dress?
No, it's a door.
Ah.
When the member of staff, when she had looked at the person dressed there, she turned, proceeded to wash her hands. When she turned back, yes, you're ahead of me on this one. The person had vanished. Going out the door, she had noticed equally the same person, and again we're coming back to something of interest here. The same person was walking down some back stairs, and the person concerned conversed by saying good night or good day.
So it wasn't just a sighting, they were interacting.
Absolutely. Again, we come back to another point. We take for granted with these subjects that it's just a case of you see something, you walk away, that's the end of it. But these were actually interacting, they were conversing with people around them. Shall we wander more?
Yeah, go on.
Follow me. By the way, look out for soon to be put on. We're going to have this other video on YouTube, and you'll like this one.
As opposed to the other ones.
Yeah, as opposed to the other one, which... Never mind. Right.
Oh, it's getting a bit dark.
Right, so you go in this direction.
Yeah.
Follow me. Walk this way. We'll wander up here, sure.
Oh, hang on. Gotta read it. Who's Who in Atoms. Oh, is it Atoms? Yeah, Who's Who in Atoms.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
There are some fantastic books down there.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Oh.
Oh, no, that's collecting teddy bears.
Wow.
I could just spend weeks in here.
There's probably some people who are down here actually who have spent weeks and they can't get out. On the subject of the apparitions, there was another situation that occurred, which again, it was covering another area that we hadn't considered. What happened was this, that one afternoon...
Double helicon. Double helicon gearing. Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
Oh, I thought I did
No, that's a classic. I was looking for that on eBay.
One afternoon, it was very quiet, and what happened was the two members of staff working, and now this, we're talking about being upstairs in the main kind of reception area. One member of staff heard their name being called out very clearly. She approached the other person, said, "Hi, did you call me?" Said, "No, we didn't." But they had clearly heard somebody's voice. Suddenly, they were equally aware that around them was this absolutely wonderful aroma, this wonderful smell of beautiful flowers.
Flower smell.
It was just everywhere. Now, it got our minds ticking over, and the question was, how does that all relate? How do we get everything here and we tie it in together, and how do we make it something? It means you have to go back in time. You have to look at the history of this place. And if I take you back in time, we'll look at the late 1800s, and we're looking at not then a library, not this building, but on this site we're talking about a music hall. Now you imagine at the musical, the husband and wife turn up that evening. As they go in, perhaps sitting outside, was often happened in those days. You would have flower sellers, flower girls. They get a bunch of flowers for the lady. It kind of like puts a nice little seal on the evening. Not that you buy a seal, because they, you know, they didn't go down very well in those days. You know?
No.
I really shouldn't have said that. Never mind.
So we're smelling back in time or seeing back in
Exactly.
time.
There is an area of clairvoyance.
Is it called clairalience?
Either that or dull aliens.
Dull alien.
But there is there is a school of thought whereby you can actually there are certain occasions that can provoke the actual scent, actual odour from a particular incident. It kind of leaves its mark, if you wish to say, psychically on a place. Therefore, it came back to the point, thinking of how one of the apparitions was actually dressed, thinking of the smell of the flowers and everything. Were we talking about something of a particular era, something of a particular time that had left its mark on this side, and it was somehow interacting, it was infiltrating the daily life and routine of the library that we have here and now and enjoy here in the middle of Sheffield.
Have you seen this? It's amazing. The Book of Marmalade. It's not a book of marmalade. It's the book of everything you need.
Wow.
Sorry, you were talking about.
The Book of Marmalade, what a lot of people don't know about, was that actually this Book of Marmalade is actually signed by William of Orange. No,
Good old Bill.
No, I'm not. I assure you, I'm not taking the piff. But it is truly signed by William of Orange.
Well, that's really edifying.
It was very edifying. The point I'm getting at, though, is this, that you always imagine that when you look to this sort of subject, no, I don't mean the Book of Marmalade, when you look at the paranormal type subjects that you're talking about, areas that appear kind of like eerie areas, you know, you talk about old graveyards, abbeys, this type of thing. But we're looking at areas that are basically in everyday use. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, we're in your way.
Aye.
Oh,
No, it's okay. Shall I
No,
turn it off?
it-
So
Have
No.
you found anything?
Oh, we're
Hi.
just still looking. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
alright.
You're very kind.
Oh, it's just
Can we
like
interview you?
Now, was she in period dress?
I don't know.